So back then, we thought we could play an RTS game and have fun. And we did. We played Command & Conquer with our friends. We played Age of Empires with our friends.
We never had fun.
Well, I did. I mean, you might not have.
I never had fun.
Age of Empires, Empire Earth, Command & Conquer, Total Annihilation, Dark Reign, all those sorts of games. And we're like, yeah, we love real-time strategy. Then multiplayer came around in a big way, with ladders and everything like that. And then what we realized, and this came into sharp focus with StarCraft 2, is we were shit. And in order for us to be able to compete, we are going to have to play this game at a way higher level than we thought was even possible. So the reason why people can't get into StarCraft is because it's too intimidating. What you have to actually learn to be competitive enough at StarCraft to have fun in the eyes of most people is a lot of work. Honestly, it was the same with Dota. Like, when I played the original Dota, I only played with the same kind of 15 to 20 people. And we played on the same TeamSpeak, and everything was fine. And we were terrible. We had no idea. The first Dota 2 video I ever made, which got me mocked by the Dota 2 Reddit, when I picked Axe and I built a Battle Fury, was because I played 5 years of Dota with my friends, and that's all I ever did, and it worked. I didn't understand the game at all, but none of us did. And so we had fun by all being shit. The problem is now that with matchmaking and the metagame being so obvious and the competitive scene and the ladder being so upfront, you can't be shit anymore. You're not allowed to suck anymore.
Yeah.
Especially with the amount of streamers and things like that. Because you see someone playing StarCraft at a super high level and you say, I must play like that. In reality, that's not true. You could be down in Bronze League and still have a good time. But back then, we just didn't know. We were ignorant of this. And I think actually it's that's killed RTS, outside of obviously the popularity of consoles, because PC is now in a really good state. Like, as a platform, it's getting really, really good. A lot of momentum here. But I think that everyone now knows that playing an RTS to a super high level is really hard, and they're not willing to commit now. They're scared.
The time investment is massive,
it's
man.
Huge.
I spent like 2 years playing StarCraft every night after work, and I think I got up to plat.
Yeah, I played for 6 years, and I'm still only platinum, which is slightly above shit tier average.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
6 years.
I hit a point where I realized that the amount of time I was going to have to invest to be actually good at this game was more than I had, and so I just stopped playing it.
Yeah.
And I think that happens to, and I had a lot of free time at that time as well, and I still didn't have enough time to do that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what puts people off.
It does. It does.
And also now, if you go into StarCraft now and you try and play multiplayer, you'll just get wrecked if you've got no experience.
Yeah.
Even in Bronze League, people are using like metagame strategies and stuff.
Yeah, smurfing definitely doesn't help and things like that.
Oh, yeah,
I hate people that smurf. They need to go to fucking hell in regard to that. But the nice thing is that Blizzard realized that and it's like, okay, we'll make some other modes then. The mode that me and Jesse got paid to play by Blizzard was a co-op mode against the AI with and you don't get the full unit complement. You get you pick a commander, and that commander has a theme, and that commander has units. So they made that mode for people like that. It's like, I want the RTS experience, but I don't want the stress of it. So they did that, and then they made Archon mode, where 2 people could play on the same base. So again, you reduce the stress that way. And they're also reworking the ladder to make it more, to make bronze more like real bronze, so that the people you're playing are as bad as you are, and they're stratifying it more. That's their plan, is to stratify the ladder way, way more than they currently do. Not just leagues, kind of the way that League of Legends does it, where you've got like Silver 1, Silver 2, etc., etc. They're looking to do things like that. So I think RTS will have something of a resurgence. It's not like StarCraft is unpopular. StarCraft has over 1 million concurrent players a month.
But like,
it's still popular.
But there's not. We can we're able to recognize when there's a wave of a game genre.
Yes. Yeah.
And there is not.
There hasn't been
a wave of RTS.
How do you? It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Yeah. Back in, I think it was early 2000s or like late 90s. It was RTS was the genre de force.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like exactly what year it was that all of my friends started actively playing RTS. And I
mean, it was around
like
Command &
2001,
Conquer
2002. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was actually more like late 90s because I remember
at the Video Game Awards, they had that thing that was like the Westwood
versus Blizzard thing,
and it literally showed the Westwood versus Blizzard, which is what it was, that Cold War kind of deal that caused this surgence of of this.
It was
RTS
mostly
genre.
the late 90s. Like, basically, to me, the time when everyone was making RTS was the Dark Reign, Total Annihilation, Command & Conquer era, which was late 90s. And then everyone was making RTS, like clones of clones of clones. It became the FPS. Like, people were sick of it. They were totally sick of it. Because everyone was making the same fucking game. But
that's why StarCraft
trend was...
I mean, that's why StarCraft impressed so many people, was because instead of this guy versus this guy it was, you get to play 3 factions. Fuck. Yeah.
And it was very story-driven, which only really Red Alert had done before, and Red Alert did it in a very cheeseball kind of way.
Yeah.
I mean, the next phase, the next trend was MMOs after that, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
And now then it's MOBA, and now it's going to be these sort of MOBA shooter things.
Yeah, team class-based
so excited.
team
I'm
shooters.
so excited for this wave. This is my wave, guys.
I like it. Yeah,
this is my wave.
I'm in on that. I've been waiting for something more like TF2 for a while that kind of took a little bit of element from Dota.
I haven't played Overwatch, and I want to.
Well, it's supposed to be coming back this month, but we haven't heard hide no hair of it, so we will see.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that game.
People like Total Annihilation was story-driven. God, the story in Total Annihilation was fucking terrible. It's like, kidding me? Total Annihilation was literally, we're just murdering entire planets. Like, that's the whole story right there. But yeah, it's interesting. It definitely, I would really just love to see Command & Conquer come back in a real way, because I think like it needs something like that with the cheeseball storyline and the big campaign and the fun units. This is a mammoth tank. Isn't this fucking awesome? Said my 10-year-old self. My 31-year-old self still says it's fucking awesome. I want a mammoth tank. I want a tank with 2 barrels. I want a tank with 4 barrels. But we know that's never gonna fucking happen again, which is infuriating. Oh well. Yeah, so there's that. Anyone else been playing anything else this week before we go to the break? I'm not going to talk about my shitty mobile game. I promise. Don't worry.
Not really.
They raised the level cap on it.
I was planning to play.
Hello. Hurrah! Right. Oh, I'm already here. Do-do-do. I guess I've got enough heals compared to the others. Alright. Let's try it.
I've got this. Emblem Engage. Gotcha.
Engage.
Let's run together.
And you can have Rexcalibur.
I'll go first. Mediocre. Ciao. Emblem Engage. Here we go.
Nice.
I will obey. Grant me strength.
Welp. Guess we're using
I'll go.
Mulligar.
A thousand curses upon our enemy. Let's go!
Okay.
Let's go.
Allow me. My turn!
Impressive.
Well, guess he doesn't need to do anything.
I'm at 100%.
I'm ready. My muscles are yours. Come to my aid, hero.
Here we go. I'm listening. Whatever you say. fairy tales. I'll be good. Thanks!
Hey, Zuri. No, Zappy is here. Yunaka is here. I don't want Zappies. You like your Zappies?
Allow me. I've had my eye on you. We'll be together forever.
Let's put Lapis there. Oh, look.
Here we go.
Zappy. Okay. He doesn't have any, like, good attacks. I didn't think I was going to get called out today for being a boss and we couldn't dom. Do you not get called out for that every day? I feel like that's a daily occurrence for you.
Emblem Engage!
I just want good puppy. And you think that's a dommy thing to want?
This ends now. I'll change the future into hope.
I think she can hold the line there.
As if I'd lose. Be gone!
Never mind, there's not a line for her to hold anymore. We killed them all. Nice.
Catch you sleeping.
It does pay to recruit child soldiers after all. See? Child soldiers for the win.
Dropped your guard.
Zappy.
I won't let this go to my head. I won't let anyone die.
There was no one around. That did nothing.
Here we go. 1,000 curses upon our enemy.
I won't flinch.
It does say...
Our bonds give me strength.
Yeah. Okay, you can't kill that one. Oh, you're Fran. I thought I was controlling Alfred. You can use Polithskial.
I am ready for a rest.
Allow me. Don't break too easily.
Oh, wow. You got a crit.
Who's your commander?
You can attack. Oh yeah, she has the zappy swords. You're not gonna stop multiplying. What do you mean? You know if you want to give the pub some zappies. It's because you're so cute when you yelp. You killed our puppy thing. A fabrication. Fucking hell, Fram.
You didn't stand a chance. A good wind.
Put you there. Oh, the other silly popes do the yelping. There's no one as silly. You're the silliest.
That was all you.
You're just resistant to all damage.
I'm ready to dig in.
Well, you're not resistant to crits.
I'll go first.
Alright, you can do this one.
Allow me.
Mary, where did you even come from? I guess we're sort of gradually making our way back. Oh no, there's someone else. Oh fuck, this one. This one's still alive.
We could use some tea after that.
Here we go.
Allow me.
Nothing left of you.
Oh, you didn't die.
Right.
And neither did you, Piss. And you're MVP.
Totally.
Oh, is that it? Ram, you were quite good. Come on, you've got a hit in.
Okay.
You're a hungry girl. You did some killing. We got some Bond stuff, didn't we? Oh.
One snake sandwich, as requested. Here you go. Thanks. I'm gonna try it right now. Huh? What a sandwich! The fluffy bread lulls you in, and then crunch! The roasted snake hits you! It's a flavor cascade from the first bite! 12 out of 10! Yay! I'm so glad you like it! What the? There's something slightly off about this. Huh? Are you sure this is a snake sandwich? Sure, I'm sure. Look, you can see the roast snake right there, yeah? No, it's close, but it's not snake. I think it's actually...
You?
I think you're right. I'm so sorry. I remember now. The snake sandwich stall was next to the eel stall. Oh, so you went to the wrong one? Aw, Fram. This is just the kind of screw-up I keep making as steward of the dragon, too. I'm real sorry.
Eel sorry.
Even if it's eel and not snake, my rating stands. Here, try for yourself. Okay. Here goes. What the heck? Has eel always been this good? That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm tasting it for the first time. The true appeal of eel. Oh, that reminds me. I heard about another new food stall opening up soon. If you don't mind, could I ask you to go buy me some more eel dishes? I'm on it. And this time, I'll definitely get your order right.
This time she'll get snake. I've had eel exactly twice. Once it was really nice, and once it was disgusting.
Fun, fun, fun for all to see. Gonna sing, 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 and go shopping. Can't wait to see all the folks out there and dance and shake my hair, hair, hair.
Hello, Princess Tamara. Sounds like you're having fun.
What tipped you off? I'm actually headed into town.
All by yourself? No guards or escorts?
Yeah, going incognito. You know, you're...
Never had it in a pie.
Thank you, but I'll pass. I was about to start my daily training regimen.
Aw, that's a shame. Would have been fun to hang with Princey D, but he's busy training his body.
I don't mean to meddle in...
Wants to hang out with the D.
If you have time to sing and dance your way through town, you should have time for training.
I don't see those things as mutually exclusive. Besides,
They're both.
real people
I've got no idea in this game how old any of the characters are.
a better prince. See where I'm coming from?
I don't think I do. I train to grow stronger so I can...
Like, she could be 15, she could be 21.
I hang out with folks in
Who
town.
the fuck knows?
After all, can't keep someone safe if you don't know who they are.
I see.
Like Lapis, I've got no idea how old Lapis is either.
I'll have to think that one over while I train.
I mean, Fram's like 12.
Good morning, Etier. Any suggestions for our early workout?
How about a run?
Sounds good. Want to make it a race?
Nah, I'd prefer to run alongside. Easier to keep you safe that way.
Makes sense. Oh, look!
Is something wrong?
No, I just noticed how beautiful those flowers are. Let's put the run on hold for a minute.
As you wish.
You know what pretty flowers always remind me of? This memory I have of you with an armload of them.
My hometown is known for those flowers. I used to bring some anytime I visited the castle.
I remember. My mother and the servants loved them.
Good. I'm glad.
Speaking of mother, you want to hear something funny? She originally thought you might be the one to become my queen.
You're kidding. That's the first I've heard of it. But that does explain some things. Now I get why I was assigned to you instead of Princess Saline, my childhood friend. I've wondered about that for years. Mystery solved, I guess.
That must have bugged you.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm proud to be your retainer, Prince Alfred. Though, it's a bit of a shock to try to imagine myself as your queen. Queen Etier. Apologies to Queen Ev, but I can't picture it, no matter how hard I try.
Me neither. I try to imagine us as anything but what we are now and my brain freezes up.
I know what you mean. Our bond as prince and retainer is too strong to be anything else.
Workout partners too, don't forget that.
Always, Prince Alfred. Speaking of which, shouldn't we get going on that run? I'm getting antsy.
Lead the way, Etier. Every day spent training with you is a gift. To strength and to peace.
And to your happiness.
You were a mercenary before you began to teach, right? You seem accustomed to battle.
Do I? I guess I'm not very aware of how I come across on the battlefield.
Good talk.
Some
smells good.
I'm grilling up some meat. Oh, I hope you enjoy the smells, even if you can't eat it.
The game hasn't really at any point said what the emblems actually are. Tamara is 18. So halfway between the two ages I suggested. How old is Diamant? We're just going to figure out Princey D. Yes, Diamant. He comes across like 23. $25. Close enough. How old's Lapis? Lapis. Oh, Chris is 17. Yeah, that makes sense. Lapis is 18. Okay.
Whatever you ask. Emblem Engage! Allow me.
Just fucking punched him.
Tell me where. Stand down or perish!
Well, I'm gonna leave it. Those two to it.
I can fight. Lend me your strength. I am the Divine Dragon. I'll change the future into hope.
I guess Larry can't really romance anyone in this game because the age difference between her and everyone else is just really inappropriate because she's over 1,000 years old.
Yanaka here. Me, right? No mistakes.
Even Vanda is too young for her.
Emblem Engage! Watch this!
I'm happy to help. Emblem Engage! I am ready for a rest.
Ready for anything.
Wasn't amazing. Days of video. Yeah, I just got the alerts. What did you watch today?
I fight for my friends.
Drag your friends to Linux before Windows sending you out. It's a good message. Don't just throw perfectly good shit in the bin because Microsoft say that it's too old. Although, don't throw zappies in the bin. No, that's e-waste. Speaking of EOL, though, Microsoft's Nvidia is end of lifing. Well, yeah, I guess they are end of lifing everything before Volta with the next driver update. I don't know if it's just a Linux thing or if it's just in general. But the next NVIDIA driver is the last one that's going to support Volta, Volta, Pascal, and Maxwell. If you're still rocking that Titan V, you know, I do kind of wish that there were more Volta gaming GPUs outside of the Titan V. I know that it wasn't much. There's a computer at work that's on Ubuntu for AI machine learning, so that has a Titan V GPU. Yeah, it was good for that. I mean, it was the first one that was good for that. Had the first generation tensor cores. I don't know if that card ever supported DLSS though, because it had the tensor cores, it just didn't have ray tracing. Which is where it would have been interesting, because the performance uplift was negligible compared to Pascal. Like, it was a bit better than the Titan XP. If the EOL for the drivers at least on Linux will have any eventually. But like, obviously the next set of drivers are fine. And there's going to be patches for that set of drivers like normal. There's just not going to be any new features. But eventually you will have to do things like stay on an older kernel and whatever. But that's a card from what? 2017? It's nearly a decade old now.
Me first. I could help. Was that too much?
I don't know what kernel they're on for Ubuntu. I'd imagine they're using the LTS version of Ubuntu as well. It was definitely built when that Titan V, and yeah, it was LTS. They use old kernels anyway.
We'll be together forever.
They don't really have anything to worry about in terms of support, because they're going to stay on the hardware stack as it is for quite a while.
Here we go.
I need to try to pass that BC for the Titan V. I mean, there's like 20% difference between the 1080 Ti and the 2080 Ti. And the Titan V will be somewhere in the middle of those two. Maybe just use it for Blender or...
I'll help. I won't falter.
Well, she critted.
Our bonds give me strength.
I just thought it was funny as well. When the Titan V came out and a few of the outlets got one to test gaming stuff on it, but they were doing the whole, you're not going to use this for gaming, don't buy it, it's expensive, as if anyone was going to do that. I mean, okay, if you are going to do that, you've got too much money anyway, so whatever, who cares? But then they're like, well, the reason this is only in the Titan is it's got those tensor cores, and there's no reason anyone would be using this in gaming anyway. These are like FP 64 in that they won't benefit your gaming performance. And now look at it. Now look at DLSS and its reliance on those tensor cores. If people use the Titan cards for gaming, yes, but that was because they were generally the way you got 6 gigs of VRAM. There was a 6 gig version of the 780 Ti and the 780. They weren't very common. And actually, two 780s or 780 Ti's in SLI were plenty powerful enough for 4K gaming back in 2013, but the 3 gigs of VRAM would be a limitation. So what some people did was they got 2 Titans or 2 Titan Blacks, SLI'd them, and actually got a pretty good gaming 4K experience. I remember lines through like quad SLI and over the top they would do. Yeah, and that's why SLI had a reputation for microstutter, because you have people like Linus doing it with 4-way SLI. And the problem with that as well is that you're basically buffering 4 frames in advance and interspersing them like AFR, alternate frame rendering. So that would increase the latency to the very least every 4th frame. It's kind of like what you're doing with 4 frame gen, actually, in a way. Except these days we have latency mitigations and stuff. You didn't back then. Mind you, the other reason SLI had a reputation for microstuttering is because people just used it to get the maximum frame rate at like 1080p, which it was kind of shit for. Because when you're running up to CPU limits, you're running into like running as many frames as possible. And that's when you get shit frame. What SLI was really good for is if you ran it at 4K or something like that, and then frame capped with VSync. So you're still only playing at 60 FPS, but you've got like a really high resolution. It was brilliant for that.
Where to?
But that's not a use case that pretty much anyone tested. like in the media. I did.
Don't waste my
I
time.
played The Witcher 3 like that with 970s. That was fun. You are super cool. I was really, really annoyed with aliasing. I had a 27-inch 1080p monitor. And there is nothing you can do to get rid of aliasing. I tried 64 times anti-aliasing, which was an SLI only option, by the way. And it still didn't remove the aliasing on that display. So when I could, I bought a 4K display and two 970s. And never went back. I've been on 4K ever since. Can you really not do anything good? 15, 18, 50, 48. Okay, 48 is quite good. Now I just need to turn on super resolution with my 9070 XT. I mean, the 9070 is a little bit slower in rasterization than the 7900 XTX. And I've very rarely played with FSR. When I played Dragon Age the Veilguard was the most demanding game I played so far. And with ray tracing and stuff enabled, I was hitting CPU limits. So I played around with FSR, but ended up turning it off most ways. There was literally one area that was demanding enough I turned FSR on. But even then I was basically hitting the limits of my CPU. And when I say limits, I was getting like in the 70s FPS most of the time. So I didn't really care.
It is time to honor your contract.
Tiki! Holy fuck, we've got Tiki! And she's in dragon form. Holy fuck! We've got 2 Tikis. Tiki 1. Chloe and Tiki. Tiki Torch is appropriate given she's a dragon.
No more.
This is a significantly weaker version of Tiki than our own Tiki.
I don't want to see.
Aw, poor Tiki. She's so cute. So apparently the reason this Tiki is so strong is because of Chloe, not because of Tiki. To be fair, Chloe is fucking hench even without being engaged. L'épice.
Here we go.
Well, the two of you have got these two. We can head off.
No hesitation.
Oops. It's hammer time.
Better to act than to worry.
Yeah. You broke Alfred's. Oh, and Alfred can't respond because he's broken. You're attacking Lapis. You're also attacking Lapis.
Me first!
I'll change the future into hope.
Don't worry about me.
I'll go first.
I'll have to pay you back.
Easy.
I'm here.
Yeah. That'll do.
That was fun. Thanks.
What a thing to say as you're killing someone. That was fun. Thanks. Nice.
Train more. I could use some tea after that.
Oh, there's only one left. You're going to use the claw. The claw.
I've had my eye on you.
For everyone I love.
Obviously Teleri is MVP, although she's usually not. We did have Ivy with us. She didn't do very much. Oh, who did we have? We had Lapis.
Great!
Alfred. We had Tamara.
Hey, so...
Oh my.
Thank you so much.
Now I'm thinking about the times I've had eel. I've had grilled eel sushi, that was really nice. And I've had jellied eels, that was really incredibly not nice. Don't do it. Beans? I've talked to Etienne, haven't I? Hortensia?
I'm the cutest ever. Or at least I will be.
No. Just no. Right. Before we come here, I'm going to BRB because I need a drink. I will see you in a moment.
A few more games so I could talk about them, but then Warframe took over my life. So.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We did play a bit more Vermintide last night, I will say. I finally got a blue staff that doesn't suck. I'm so happy. I've been working on that for ages. I play exclusively Bright Wizard in that game, and I've had terrible drops. Bear in mind that I played probably about 20, 25 hours of Vermintide, and Mathis came in, who had basically never played, and then in a first run, got a blue bow that spawns poison clouds whenever he fucking fires it, which chokes out large groups of rats. I'm like, fuck you! This is not acceptable. I keep getting this shitty green staff over and over and over again, but I finally got a staff which is like has a 13% chance to fire 2 bolts at once, and does 20% less damage to me when I vent the heat, and it has a good secondary. So we were playing it with Cry, Mathis, and Russ Money, I think, as our group, and we had a lot of fun. And then was like, we're great. We should try Nightmare mode. And then the game was like, bend over. We're going in dry. I'm like, oh God. Oh, we just got murdered within like 5 minutes. Like, fuck me. No, okay. All right, we accept that. Oh, there is one more game I will talk about before the break because people have asked me about it and I've been hyped about it for months and it's terrible. Star Trek Timelines. It sucks. I don't know what I expected, honestly. Like, it's a Star Trek mobile game by the guys that made that Game of Thrones Ascension game. And it had some cool ideas. The whole idea of it was, hey, yeah, you can collect all these Star Trek characters from different timelines. So there's multiple versions of the same guy. Like there's old Spock from like one universe, and then there's young Spock, and there's resurrected Spock. There's like coffee-deprived Janeway, and stuff like that. Or,
that's right, you were talking about
yeah,
that.
the Janeway is Queen Arachnia from the holodeck and shit like that. And I was like, that sounds great. Then I played it. Oh, God. It's boring. So the game consists of 2 main elements. One of them is ship combat, which literally consists of watching a ship fight and occasionally hitting a buff ability until one of them falls over, and the other part are the missions. Now, I will give them credit on this. They are thematically quite consistent with the Star Trek universe. Star Trek has had a big problem for a long time in that video games don't play well into what Star Trek is about, which is not fighting for the most part. Most of it is about talking your way out of things. So most games don't support that very well. This game, you can complete a lot of missions through diplomacy. The problem is, the way the mission system works is it gives you a mission which has branching paths and 4 objectives to complete. And those objectives are literally, do you have a bigger number than what this objective requires? And it's like, do you have over 40 diplomacy? If yes, click. And then you beat it in that regard. And they're all the same. So, beating it by fighting is basically the same as beating it by convincing them or beating it by engineering some wacky thing, blah, blah, blah. It's dull as dishwater.
That's so sad.
Oh God, I'm bored to death out of it. I am the idiot that spent hundreds of dollars on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I am the pay-to-win son of a bitch that is literally setting the high-end metagame on my server with my evil 7-star droid team of pay-to-win Doom.
You're a whale.
And I play that game every day, and it's still fun because the basis of that game, even though it's horrible pay-to-win grindy bullshit, is a 5 versus 5 Final Fantasy-style battle RPG in the Star Wars universe with different abilities. And you know what? That on its own is pretty good. This is boring as fuck. There is not a single element of this game that is in any way interesting other than acquiring characters. And I'm not willing to do that. I'm not enough of a Star Trek fucking idiot, he says, with 45 Star Trek statuettes on his wall, that I just made a new shelf because I have too many ships. I've got so many of these things. I am still not enough of a fucking whale to buy into that. It sucks. It's boring. It's dull as hell, and I'm so disappointed.
That's too bad.
I'm just going back to Star Trek Online. At least that has decent core gameplay. This does not. Oh, fuck. So, fuck mobile, because mobile is what makes this happen. This game would never exist on PC unless it was a Facebook game. Oh, and there is a Star Trek Facebook game, and it's just as bad as this. So...
Perfect.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Don't play mobile games.
Yeah, don't play mobile games. They're all bad. Pretty much every one of them. Unless it's Astor's Adventure or whatever, which is the skiing llama chasing game, which is fucking amazing.
If you can pay for it straight up, then
it's usually good. Yeah. That's the rule. If it's free to play, it's probably awful. If you can pay for it, it might be good. Is it Astor's Adventure? Please tell. I have to look up llama skiing iOS. Yeah, good. Alto's Adventure. It finds it immediately.
I've seen that. It looked interesting. I was looking at a top 10 games list for iOS, and that was on it, and it was the only thing that piqued my interest. Is it good?
Yes. Love it.
I'll check it out.
It's basically, I'll try and show you a trailer on screen. It's a really simple game, kind of along the lines of Tiny Wings. Did you play that?
No, I did not.
Tiny Wings is fucking awesome. It is a perfect example of one-touch gameplay. It is so satisfying and so much fun to play. It is literally a game about, you are a bird, but you're too fat. So you can't really fly too much. So you kind of got to slide and get up your momentum, and then you can kind of flap. And it's got this adorable soundtrack, and you basically race the sun, and at the end of the sun, you go to sleep. And you just keep doing that, and it brings you new challenges. It's awesome. Tiny Wings is so good.
I think there's so much potential on mobile for actually good gameplay experiences. Just small little games, that maybe could have existed 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Monument Valley, the whole basis of that game is literally just a sliding puzzle. But it's a really good sliding puzzle. And the basis of Alto's Adventure is, it's a runner, basically. You are skiing down a mountain, chasing your llamas that have escaped. And you can jump obstacles, and you can do tricks. If you do tricks, you gain an immunity shield, which lets you bust through an obstacle. You try and catch the llamas, but in trying to catch the llamas, you also put yourself at risk of running into an obstacle and falling over. And when you fall over, you lose. But there's progression. And the better you do, a kind of journey style, the longer your scarf gets. And it's got an awesome little art style. And it's so satisfying to land a trick. It's a really simple trick system, but, it's you can grind on bunting for some reason. And you just grind on the bunting, and it's fun. And it's fun, and you get multipliers, and it's good for little 1 or 2 minute sessions. It's skill based, but it's not overly complicated. But you're still like, I've got to play again because I fucked up. And then you get upgrades which will help you. The llamas will come to you now, or you get to ignore one rock or whatever. So there's a bit of progression in it. Yeah, Alto's Adventure is fucking awesome, and that's like a $2 iOS game. It's beautiful and really well put together. It's poetry in motion. It's simplicity at its best. So yeah, if you can pay for an iOS game, it probably doesn't suck. If you can't, it's probably awful.
Yep. Sadly true.
All right, let's take a break, and then when we come back, we'll deal with the news of the week and the releases. You're watching the Co-optional Podcast. Do not go anywhere. We will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Co-optional Podcast. Welcome back. We're going straight into the news. The news.
What news is there?
Not much, really. Not a lot of what we didn't cover last week. I mean, we already covered the fucking Let's Play bullshit from Sony. There's not really been much since then. We can talk a little bit about Hitman, though.
Oh, the episodic Hitman?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think you know quite a bit about this, if I recall correctly, don't you?
I know a decent amount. So, Hitman, they announced, is going to be episodic. It's going to be coming out with 2 missions, one of which is the prologue of the game. So it will come with prologue and Paris. Mm-hmm. And then you'll have to just wait for the next episode of Hitman.
Great.
I just find it so insulting that they're like, no, it's okay. You get 2 missions. One of them's the prologue, but it's still a mission. So we're giving you stuff to do. And it's like, no. You've been yanking our chains about this fucking Hitman game for how long now? And now you're like, no, we decided it's episodic. And I just feel, on my news show, I was talking about how I feel like there's somebody who's in charge over there that was like, episodic games do really well. So why don't we just, we've been having problems getting this out on time and getting all of the stuff in there. So why don't we just call it an episodic release? And I'm like, no. I don't think that you can do that with a game like Hitman and have it be successful. Because the reason...
Hi. I remember this place. I don't like it. This broken bridge is so annoying.
What a lovely scene. Hungry for more. Anytime.
You just gotta go over the bridge. Which means queuing.
I've got this. Emblem Engage.
Understood. Emblem Engage!
Use AMD adrenaline or whatever to maintain the drivers. No, they're just in the kernel. That AMD software isn't actually available for Linux, but it's just part of the kernel, so I do nothing. I do absolutely nothing to maintain my system.
For you anything.
Well, not at least in terms of GPU drivers, anyway.
My muscles are yours.
I'll switch to AMD Pro version, see if that'll keep it. It won't do. So the AMD Pro is based on top of the open source driver, I think. So you got the open source and it adds extra stuff on top. Mitchie Zuri, it's... We'll do it together sometime, but it's...
Yeah.
You should just be able to just reinstall OpenSUSE and removing all the NVIDIA crap and stuff. It should be fine.
Emblem Engage!
You shouldn't need anything extra. Oh, Windows. Oh, I don't know about Windows. Why was it bugging out on Windows?
Get ready for the crunch! Ah! Mediocre.
I have no weird idea. It's a weird bug on it. See, the funny thing is, wait, you can attack.
Devoted to you. Grant me strength.
The funny thing about AMD though on Linux compared to Windows is that the open source driver is actually better than the Windows driver. It's one of the reasons the Steam Deck does so well compared to more powerful handhelds. Because the iGPU just performs better on the Linux driver than the Windows driver, which is kind of embarrassing, don't you think? Don't you think that's an embarrassing state of affairs for AMD?
Emblem Engage!
That the community driver is better than the one they made?
For the Divine Dragon!
Even on Linux, the only reason you really would want the AMD Pro driver is because it had the better GPU encoding, but AMD have since stripped that out of the driver, so you don't get that on the Pro version now either. I mean, VARPI is fine anyway. It's what I'm using now. This is an AMD GPU encode with the open source driver. I think it looks fine.
You and me, let's do this.
Only if the community won't for NVIDIA on Linux. They do. There is an open source NVIDIA driver. But because so much of the NVIDIA hardware is a black box, it's limited as to what you can do with it. So I think Maxwell might be fine with it. I think. I can't remember. But there was a cutoff time, and it might have been Pascal. I can't remember when it was. It might have been Maxwell. But there was a time when NVIDIA changed how they do the GPU clocks. So if you're using the open source NVIDIA driver, you can't boost from the 2D clocks, which means you are limited to an absolute max of like 200 megahertz. Or something like that. Whatever the 2D clocks are, you can't get outside of that. Which makes it functionally unusable. There are times as well that I've used the open source driver, and the screen tearing was just awful. The home theater PC I built for my parents, we're using the iGPU on the Pentium G5238, whatever the Pentium anniversary was years ago. But we originally had a GT 1030 for that, but like just rudimentary decoding and whatever. But it turns out it was just awful. The screen tearing everywhere. It couldn't do encoding, which I don't think we really wanted, but or cared about, but we might have done in future for various like Plex things, I guess, that we never ended up doing.
Our bonds give me strength.
Yeah, GT 1030, not an amazing card actually. Who'd have thunk it?
Let the lesson begin.
Even a sack. $56, that's not bad.
I fight for my friends.
I guess we're using Rexcalibur.
Scatter like petals.
Oh, we're critting. There's a sheep.
A good wind.
There's a sheep in the background. It was there. Alright, what are they gonna do? Attack Chloe. She kind of doesn't need to be a dragon, does she? Also, hang on. Where did she get that griffin from? Doesn't she? I thought she rode a Pegasus.
I've had my eye.
Oh, is this because I leveled her up? It's because I changed the class to like Griffin Rider or something. Right, whatever. Become dragon. I'm only doing 36.
I'm ready to dig in.
Oh, you're not. Fair enough. You've critted again.
We'll be together.
Fine.
Allow me. I won't let this go to my head.
I think I need to upgrade some of my other weapons if this iron sword is my best.
I'll change the future into hope.
And Diamant is stuck way back there.
Is it my turn?
Whoops. Well, it's going to kill him anyway. It killed him anyway.
Curses upon our enemy.
Oops. I thought you'd at least chain attack. Your chain attack would have killed him. Oh, now you get the chain attack, right?
I'll help.
Well, Etier is holding the line, which never ends well. Zappy? Alright, the first thing I need to do...
It's just a scratch.
Move her there. And heal. Heal herself. Did that heal? It was meant to.
Bring more. I could use some tea after that.
Ready for a fight. Better to act than to worry.
Well, only one left. Let's use Yunaka. Whoops. I didn't run around with a D-pad.
Thank you so much.
I might use her for a bit. Not use her ever. Who are you going to use for a bit? I've not used Citron for a bit. Are you sure they're butt use? Yes, exactly that, butt spot.
Right.
Of course you would. Titty bottom.
Amazing.
Ah, Le Pisse.
Great!
Ah,
It suits Alfred.
Ah.
Oh.
Zappy!
Zappy!
See, Princess Ivy? I knew you'd have fun.
Is this fun?
With all due respect, Your Highness, your powers of observation need work. Look at me. I'm in the presence of foreign royalty, yet I can't master myself enough to stop shaking. I am,
Aw.
to vastly understate the matter, not enjoying this.
Poor Ivy.
Oh, you are shaking. Are you cold? I can throw more logs on the fire.
No, it is not the cold. I am shaking because I am afraid.
Oh, if it's wild animals you're worried about, let me put those fears to
She's scared of the dark.
a few traps just in case, but the fire should be enough to keep them away.
No. Ghosts. I'm certain I heard a strange moaning cry coming from that way.
Oh, she's adorable.
Spooky ghost, how's it going?
Quiet!
Sorry. But singing might make you feel a little less scared. Why not try it?
Ghost!
That's it! Now, of all the things to be scared of, why ghosts and not plagues or wars?
Please just forget what you saw here. I've had enough sleeping outdoors.
Wow, Ivy actually made the effort to make it rhyme. Oh, really? Fine, okay. Whoop, no. We'll fight with this bunch. Right.
Whatever you ask.
Hori's going to solo all the top bunch. Oh. Well, maybe not. Citrine is 17. Interesting. Isn't she like one of the royal guard or something? Am I thinking of the right person? It seems like there's a lot of child soldiers in this game. Maybe is 20, okay.
Whatever you need.
How old's Yunaka? Is Zappy some Zoomer slang I'm not aware of? 22. She is a Zoomer.
Me, right?
Youngest confirmed is Hortensia. How was Hortensia? Hortensia's 40. How old's Fran then? I thought Fran was like 12. What? Alright. Fair enough.
Who's next?
Don't do the sheet if you're like, nah. I'll look at the wiki if I care enough later, but...
No mistakes.
Lester is an old character. What? 30? 2,500. Oh, she's getting on a bit. Okay.
Emblem Engage.
So she must be even older than the main character, who's at least 1,000.
As if I'd lose.
I can't remember the main character's default name. I renamed her. The one with the police siren hair. No, not Nell. You might have to Google Fire Emblem Engage main character to see what her name actually is meant to be.
Emblem Engage.
Aaliyah, that seems reasonable. "17." Is that she was 17 before she went to sleep? Because she was sleeping for 1,000 years.
Let's do this. Grant me strength and victory.
According to the base game data.
Tell me where.
It just depends if they maybe didn't take that into account. No, that... I don't know if the DLC changes anything. Shouldn't do. Because that's just how the game starts.
All right. Lend me your strength.
That would make Link 100 years older because he was asleep for 100 years. I mean, yes. Yes, that's how time works.
Oh no!
We spend a third of our age asleep, but we don't get to say that we are, you know, 15 to 20% younger or whatever it would work out to be. GG.
You're dead.
Happy? He broke Diamond.
Don't stand in my way. Here goes!
Respond to the server I linked you about a comment related to edging. Of course you did. That sounds like exactly the sort of thing you would do.
I'm ready to dig in. We'll be together forever.
So what you're saying is you're being a massive subby bottom in Anne's Discord. That's what I'm hearing.
Here we go. Me too.
Not done.
That moment when the community used Papa finds the community Discord.
Curses upon our enemy.
Okay, you can attack with 11 swords. You can chuck an axe at his face.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
And you've already been.
Hold steady. No. I am ready for a rest.
Went to the doctor yesterday. They're cool VR headsets to test for eye alignment. Like, that seems like a good use for VR. Looks like Alfred's in trouble. We're going after Tamara. Looks like Alfred's in trouble. Oh shit, you're attacking the dragon. That was ill-advised. Oh, it looks like Alfred's in trouble.
I could use some tea after that.
1 HP in a dream. Oh shit, looks like Alfred's in trouble.
Flowers been cut. Guess I didn't train hard enough after all. Sorry, but I'd better retreat for now.
That's why I should have stuck to my plan and have Chloe solo everything.
I'll go first.
Happy.
I won't let this go to my head.
Allow me.
I kind of prefer Yunaka when she's being a dagger assassin rather than her healer.
bonds give me strength.
Okay. I'm gonna wait anyway. May as well call doubles.
We'll be together forever.
Oh look, there's one left. What's he gonna do? I'm gonna attack Diamant.
My turn.
But Larry would get a chain attack in.
I'll help.
Oh, actually stabbing with the zappy swords.
I'll change the future into hope.
And that's it. That's all of them. Oh, the thief has a door command. Oh, that. I've just been bashing them open.
Wow! Oh, okay.
Oh, look, a puppy.
Hey, so... Divine One.
Unfamiliar sights make me more uneasy than curious. Don't wander too far. She's so autistic. We've got an autistic goth girl. She's adorable. Who's scared of ghosts. Can't remember the other places that... Okay. I was going to say, can't remember the other places that have skirmishes. I found one. I remember it being here. Do I have... No, I don't. You can use swords and daggers. Oh, they can be thrown, can't they? Whatever. Okay, we just got to kill them all.
Right away. I'm sorry you had to see that.
I don't think she is. I don't think she's sorry at all.
I've got this. Emblem Engage. Our bonds give me strength.
They're all over the place. Oh, she's being ambushed already.
I'm honored.
Yep, C can be thrown.
Now I'm mad.
Oh. Puppy girl crit.
Say the word. It's just like my fairy tales. It's tea time.
Dragon Girl also crits.
For everyone I love.
Whatever you say.
Let's go.
Hey, was I gonna just try and attack Fram? Yes, I was.
Emblem Engage! As expected.
The Divine Dragon looked at me!
I'm prepared.
Well, she can't attack very well, but she can at least attack.
What's our move?
Can you do anything?
My muscles are yours!
A bit.
Let's go! Obvious.
Time to finish the job.
Another kill for me.
I will obey. Grant me strength.
That is 94, okay. Alright.
A good wind.
Of course. Emblem Engage!
On the off chance she survives the first. Move. Oh, Fram.
Emblem Engage!
Oh, this is gonna do fuck all. Wait, who else hasn't been? Etier. Ugh. She can't really get into range of anything. Oh yeah, she can do 1 damage, great. I'm gonna make you the equipped weapon. I'm gonna sit you there and you're gonna wait.
Ooh, I just spotted a rare bug.
You broke Panettes. You broke the piss. That sword isn't very good, is it? Well, at least he's gonna get probably killed by the AoE she unleashes, assuming she survives. She looks like she might. Looks like she will.
I won't let anyone die!
Ow.
I'm going to... go back here. Enjoy this again.
Here goes!
You're gonna go there. Press the wrong button.
I won't let anyone die!
We don't need to watch that a third time. You're gonna go there, and you're going to have a vulnerary. You're gonna go there, and you're gonna use all for one. Really? Fine, okay.
I will never do it. You're done for.
I must focus.
I'll keep this equipped. It's gonna kill him anyway.
Who is your commander?
You can go up here and kill one of these.
Such a shame. We'll be together forever. Caught you sleeping. I'll help.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
That is how
Ready.
leveling up works, yes. She might need to heal next turn. What a productive battle. Tempted to call doubles.
1,000 curses upon our enemy.
You're dead.
That was a cinch.
Lappy. Whatever, she's gonna kill him.
Better to act than to worry.
Hey! I blew it.
Well, that was a waste of a heal then, wasn't it?
I'll back off for now, but I won't forget this.
If she just ended up being one shot afterwards anyway. And that was a pitiful amount of healing. Oh, well, you're only broken for one turn. Is that how that works?
For everyone I love.
Well, yes. So the break only applies for the next one who attacks, not the entire turn.
I'm starting to feel it. I'm okay.
Need to wait. Okay. Crystal. Where's Fram? Right, you. Wait. I'm stupid. Is try this a third time, shall we? You go down there. You wait. Then Fram can go up there to meet. And now, oh, look what we can do.
Hey, thanks.
I'm here. So gonna crush you.
Nice.
I fight for my friends.
Drop your guard.
Winning!
May as well. May as well kill that one.
A good wind.
Oh, I've not had the dragon attack. Probably because there wasn't really anything she could do.
It's no use. I'll cut you down to size.
Really? Now you crit on the one who has 1 HP.
A thousand curses upon our enemy.
I don't think so. I thought I saw his HP flashing, but I did not.
We'll be together forever.
Yeah, whatever.
I am ready for a rest.
Well, and the others now just have to sort of move up a bit.
Where to?
Another kill for me.
Yay! We won! And no one died. The peace.
That's right.
Oh wait, no, you died. Never mind. Someone died.
Oh my!
I spend my retirement here. How old are you, Planet, that you're planning retirement? Zappy! Oh, I remember when you were like my best tank, and adopt an owl. Oh, we didn't get trounced here. If my attacks actually didn't do 0 damage on the only boss who mattered, we could have won this quite handily. And also, if they didn't infinitely respawn the emblems.
Right.
Fine.
That was incredible.
Yes, learn to strike with that much force, and you are sure to trounce all comers. In truth, I was rather surprised.
Someone say comers.
For lessons in brawling. I take it you wish to give someone a forceful talking to? A debtor, perhaps?
What? No, nothing like that. I figured that I could lose my weapon when I'm in battle, or get ambushed when I'm not. Just in case, it's best I learn how to hold my own in physical combat.
I see. That is quite shrewd, Divine One. Very well. I shall instruct you in the ancient art of the fisticuffs. How to hone an indomitable spirit. How to repel foes with a...
You can already do that.
There is much I can teach you.
I see. Well, I'm ready.
I already have hand-to-hand skills.
I will make you into the most fearsome of scrappers. Let us begin.
Right. I'm gonna save here. 1 in the morning and all that. But I'd appreciate if you stuck around. We're gonna raid someone. So we'll see. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, we might even get onto some of the DLC. I might just not do fucking thingies. That's the word. Words. Skirmishes. Whatever. Anyway, see you later.